Hello students, today we will be dealing with the various kinds of concentration terms, and the knowledge of these concentration terms is required in order to understand the calculations involving solution. So let's start with the various kinds of concentration terms. Basically, these concentration terms indicates us the amount of solute that is present in the particular amount of solvent. So with the help of these concentration terms, we will come to know that how much amount of solute is present in a particular amount of solvent, and by adding these two, how much amount of solution we are getting. The very first concentration term that we are going to discuss here is percentage concentration term. Now, when we talk about the percentage composition, then this percentage composition can be told in various ways. Like the very first kind of percentage composition can be told when we take the percentage mass by mass. This percentage mass by mass or its mass percentage basically indicates as the amount of solute that is present in 100 gram of solution. Now from the definition we can write the formula for this percentage composition. This percentage mass by mass is equals to mass of solute divided with mass of solution and multiplied with 100, since we are going to find the percentage composition. So that is percentage mass by mass. Now instead of this percentage mass by mass, if we talk about percentage mass by volume, so that's the next kind of percentage representation, percentage mass by volume, and it's equals to the amount of solute that is present in the 100 ml of solution. Now, while dealing with this percentage mass by volume, we are to pay the attention on this, that always the mass of solute is taken in gram, while the volume of solution is always taken in ml. Same as when we deal with the percentage weight by weight or mass by mass, we always take the mass of solute in gram, while the mass of solution is always taken in gram. So that is about the percentage mass by volume. Now let's talk about the next kind of percentage representation, and that's the final kind of percentage representation, where we take the volume of solute, we divide this with the volume of solution, and we get percentage volume by volume. This will be defined as the volume of solute that is present in 100 ml of solution. Now, from the definition, we can write the formula for this. Percentage volume by volume, it's equals to volume of solute divided with volume of solution, and you multiply this with 100, since we are going to calculate the percentage composition. So that's the very first kind of concentration representation, where we talk about the percentage composition. Now let's move to the next kind of concentration representation, and the another method to represent the concentration of the solution is molarity. This molarity is basically defined as the moles of solute that are present in 1 liter of solution. So when we are to write the formula for the molarity, this molarity in short is represented by the symbol capital M, and this molarity of any solution is equals to moles of solute divided with volume of solution. Now here the moles of solute in the simpler form, it can be written generally. To calculate the moles of solute, we are provided the mass of the solute, and with the help of this mass we can find out, as we know, the moles of any substance is equals to the mass of that substance, and we need to divide this mass with the molar mass of that substance. So when we put the value of this mole here in this molarity formula, we can find this formula in the simpler form, and the simpler form will be molarity is equals to mass of solute divided with molar mass of solute and multiplied with the volume of solution. Now here the mass of solute is always taken in gram, while the volume of solution is always taken in liter. In case if the volume is given in ml, so first you need to convert this into liter, or if we are directly taking the volume in ml, so the formula will be in the form mass of solute divided with gram molecular mass or molar mass of solute and multiplied with the volume of solution. Now this time if the solution is given in ml, we need to divide this with 100 to convert this into liter, and when we divide this with 1000, sorry, we need to divide this with 1000 to convert this into liter, and when we divide this with 1000, this will come as the multiplication of this mass of solute. So that's the final formula to write the molarity of any solution. Now by putting the value of mass of solute, by calculating the gram molecular mass, and by putting the volume of solution, here we can calculate the molarity of any substance. For example, if I write a question here to based on this molarity, now here we are asked to calculate the mass of sodium acetate to make the aqueous solution of this. So if we are going to make the aqueous solution of sodium acetate, here the solute is sodium acetate. This sodium acetate has the formula CH3COONA. So there in short I am going to write the formula of this, and the mass of this solute is given as that we are to calculate. It's the mass of solute that we are to calculate. For the calculation of this, we are provided the molarity of the solution, and the molarity is provided as 0.375. Now the volume of solution is given to us as 500 ml. Now the molar mass is also provided to us, and with the help of these all we are to find out the mass of solute. As we know that molarity, it has the formula, it's equals to mass of solute divided with gram molecular mass, and we need to multiply this with the volume of solution. If it is in ml, so we need to multiply the mass of solute with 1000. So now by putting the value of all the known substances, here we can calculate the mass of solute. The mass of solute will be equals to molarity multiplied with gram molecular mass multiplied with the volume of solution and divided with this 1000 if the volume is given in ml. So by putting the value of all the given things, we can find out the mass of solute, as the molarity is provided to us as 0.375. The gram molecular mass of this substance is also given to us. It is given as 82.02 gram per mole. So when we put the gram molecular mass of this substance, it is 82.02. The volume of the solution is 500 ml, and to convert this into liter, we need to divide this by 1000. So when we solve this by putting all the known substances here, finally we will be getting the value 15.37, and here the value comes in gram, and this 15.37 is the mass of solute. So to make this kind of solution which has the molarity 0.375, we need to dissolve 15.37 gram of sodium acetate in 500 ml of solution. Now let's move to the next question. As we are asked to calculate the number of moles of the solution with the given molarity. So as we know, molarity is equals to moles present in 1 liter of solution. So from here we are, if since we are to calculate the moles of solute, that will be equals to molarity multiplied with the volume of the solution. As the molarity of the solution is given as 0.1 multiplied with the solution is of 250 ml. We need to convert this into liter divided by 1000, and when we go for the calculation from like this, the value that comes is 0.025 moles. So that is the moles of solute that we need to dissolve in 250 ml of solution to get the solution with the molarity 0.1 m. Now the next part of this question is we are to calculate the amount in gram. As we know, moles is equals to mass of the substance divided with molar mass of the substance. Since here we are to calculate the mass of the substance, so this mass will be equal to moles multiplied with the molar mass of the substance. The moles of the substance is given to us, or we have calculated in the very first part, that the moles of the substance is 0.025. The molar mass of this sodium hydroxide is 40 gram per mole. So by multiplying these two, we will be getting the final answer as 1 gram, and that is the mass of the sodium hydroxide that we need to dissolve in 250 ml of solution. And when we go for this kind of process, we will be getting a solution with 0.1 molarity. So that is how we can do the calculation based on the molarity. Now, a very important concept related with this molarity is, sometimes we are asked to calculate the molarity of the final solution that we get by adding water in the initial solution. Like if we are provided with a solution with the molarity M1, the volume of the solution is given to us as V1, and someone has added water to this. So as we go to add water in this given solution, by addition of this water, the volume of the solution will change. Finally, it becomes V2. Since the volume of the solution changes, the molarity will also affected by this, and the final molarity of this solution still it is unknown to us. Let's consider this M2. Now, if now if it is asked that by the given molarity and by the given volume of the initial solution, if we are asked to calculate that how much this molarity will affect if we start with this kind of solution. Now these kinds of questions that are based on the dilution of the solution can also be calculated with the help of this molarity. So let's have an idea about these kind of questions when we go for dilution of solution. In this segment, we will be dealing that with the dilution, how the molarity of the solution gets affected. As we know that this molarity and volume, they both will get affected when we add water in this. But the one thing which remain unaffected is the moles of the solute. The moles of the solute, which depends on the mass and the gram molecular mass of the solute, will not be affected by adding water or removing water from this solution. So we can say the moles of solute present in the solution before dilution, that I can say that it is the initial condition, will be equals to the moles of solute present in the solution after dilution, that I am going to represent by the symbol F. So the moles of solute will not be affected by adding water or removing water from this. They will remain constant. The moles of the solute, it can be written in the term of molarity, that moles of solute will be equals to molarity into volume of solution. And here, since we are talking about the initial condition, so it's the moles present at the initial condition is equals to initial molarity into initial volume, that will be equals to final molarity into final volume. As this moles, it is equals to the mass of the solute and the gram molecular mass of the solute. As we add water in this solution, the mass of the solute remains unaffected, as well as its gram molecular mass, it is also not affected by the addition of water. So this moles will remain constant. So finally we can get the equation like molarity initial into volume initial, it will be equals to final molarity multiplied with final volume, where this final volume Vf is equals to initial volume plus the volume of water that we have added here. So this is the dilution equation, and with the help of this dilution equation, we can calculate the final molarity of the solution or the final volume of the solution or whatever the thing is required here. Like for the practice, if I take a question here, Now here we are provided that what volume of 5 m HCl solution should be diluted with water to get 2 liter of 2.5 m HCl. Here the initial solution is of the molarity 5 m. The volume of this solution is still unknown. We are to add water in this so that we can get a solution with the molarity 2.5 m and with a volume 2 liter. So here, since we are going to add water in this, we can apply the dilution equation on this. As we know that the moles present in the initial solution will be equals to the moles present in the final solution. So MiVi will be equals to MfVf, where the initial molarity is given to us as 5m. The initial volume that we are to take is still unknown. We are to calculate for this volume is equals to final molarity, that is 2.5 m, and the final volume of the solution is given as 2. So from here we can calculate the molarity of the solution as 2.5 multiplied with 2 is equals to 5, and this will be cancelled from this 5. So volume of solution will come as 1 liter. That is the amount of this 5 m HCl solution that we are to take in starting, and by adding 1 liter of water in this, finally we will get the solution with 2.5 m molarity and the volume will be 2 liter. So that is the equation, that is the question based on the dilution. Now some more concentration terms are left that we will be discussing next time.